What's going on, guys? It's Randy. Right now I'm headed to my cousin's house because he's got the van. He's got the cargo van all loaded up. He was at the warehouse this morning at like 6. That's what time this stuff kind of like happens. But he was up there at like 6, and it's like 8 o'clock right now. I'm kind of meeting him a little late, but I have to meet him late because I told him I wanted to run with him. I had to wait for my girl to get home so she could take over watching the kid. But yeah, so I'm headed over there right now, and then basically what we're gonna be doing is delivering these packages. I think today is Hello Fresh, and so a little while ago I run a detail company, so it's getting colder here, and I'm in Missouri, so I wasn't gonna be doing mobile detailing, so I wasn't gonna have my van just sitting at the shop or sitting in my house, just not making me any money. So, what I did, I was proactive, and so I hopped on Indeed, and if you got a van, man, or you got a truck like a box truck or something, or even if you have a minivan, there's people who do this with minivans who like actually pull up, or there's even people who during the orientation and stuff like that, like the first day, I seen one guy, he pulled up in a U-Haul cargo van, that you could rent for $19.95, and so he pulled up in that. There was somebody else that pulled up, in their own car, which is a minivan. There was an SUV there, but most people had like cargo vans, and me, I got a Ford Transit 250, and obviously with those you can make the most money, but with the box truck you can make even more money. And then obviously if you're trying to get into the transportation and freight industry, if you got a semi truck, or something, kind of like that, you can make a lot of money, what I'm saying, delivering over the road, and just being available that way and dropping off a ton of freight. So anyway, like I said, I was being proactive. I wasn't gonna let my van sit there and just not make me money. I still got a little car note to pay on that. And so I came across this company, it's called Associated Carriers. They've been in business for a while. Great company. I'll probably throw some screenshots up right here, and another one. And then from these photos, you guys can see, that they've got a huge warehouse. They're doing it right, and everything like that. But it's pretty dope. You don't have to, with this company. What I found out was a great thing. Some companies may require you to have your Class E license, or CDL. But like I said, I don't have a box truck, so I got a cargo van. But some of them may require you, even if you have a cargo van, to have your Class E license, and then you have to go get that and this and that. But this company was just great about it, and they just signed us up. We were good to go. We did this and that so they can have direct deposit. But man, this is a clutch company right here. I'm pulling up at my cousin's house. He's already got the boxes loaded up. I've done this with him a couple times, and I just kind of did this as a way of just keeping my van moving for one, and keeping it working, but also making that money. Because I might have some detail appointments set up, and it may not be enough because it's the winter time. We won't be averaging like 5 a day. So what I'll do is we'll contract the van out. We'll get the van moving, so then I'll make money from the van and detailing. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. But I'm about to show you guys the van and how it's all boxed up. We're about to get on the road. You're about to go see that today. Back on, so it might look a little dingy in the camera, but this kind of what the van look like. It's gonna be a light day today. Cousin said we got like 69 boxes. Usually we have about 100. We can fit like 100 and I think 9 these size boxes all the way to the top. But They got addresses on all of them. We got an app to show us where our stops are, and we also print out a sheet to show, you know, the stops, the numbers, the addresses, and everything like that. Say what's up to the camera. All right, so now we about to get on the road. We got our first delivery. Delivering it. And kind of what we do here is we write down the miles just to keep track, because this company we get paid by the mile and the delivery. So next up we got our second one, and you guys see how we do it all the way down here. Occasionally you get these apartment buildings, which is kind of the sucky part, because when you go to these apartment buildings, they may leave you a note saying, hey, yeah, leave it at the you know, front desk, or, you know, some of them are high-end apartments and lofts where you have to get a code to buzz in, or kind of knock on the door, wait for the bellman to come to open up the door for you so you can, you know, deliver the package. Or some of them you might be able to actually go in there, and you might have to climb like flights of steps just to drop the box off at their door, you know, at these apartment buildings. And then some of them, you might have to. It was the next one? Oh, okay. Yeah, some of you got to walk around like Jaden just did and try to find a door, or find, you know, what number, because some of these apartment buildings are older, and, you know, the numbers are kind of faded and stuff like that. Same thing with the houses, but what else was there? Oh yeah, some of them, I went to one where the button didn't work, but they have phone numbers on the boxes. Sometimes you might not get the customer call, but those are just a few things. Now we're on the way to our next one. Here, guys, is a prime example. My guy's been waiting over there at this apartment building door, trying to figure out, is this lady home? Is there a code? Like, what's going on? Just let me see. Did you get an answer? Oh, okay. So he's got an answer. I guess he got to wait to be buzzed in. He just got buzzed in. Alright. And he's just dropping it right there by the door. Now he had to get buzzed in, and you can leave him right there in front of the door, because there's actually a buzzer to get in there, or you have to have an actual key to get up in this apartment building, which is pretty safe. So on to our next one. Alright, as you can see, we're on the second page. We only got a couple more boxes to go. But one thing I also like about this job is that, you know, you get to run up in these $1 million neighborhoods sometimes and get to see your goals and your, you know, your dreams, see your cars and stuff like that. Oh, and also another thing, some people, I don't even know this is a thing, but some people leave like goodies for delivery drivers. This is like our second one of the day, so shout out to you guys who do that. Alright, surprisingly, obviously it will be a good day that I'm filming this, but I'm done. We're done, actually. We just dropped the van back off, but we're actually finished for the day. We had 68 boxes to deliver. We would have been done earlier, but like I said, I had to get a late start, you know, and meet Jaden, the driver, and you know, do that whole thing. So yeah, we kind of got we're done now. I believe it's like 1:45. Yeah, so it's 1:45. I'm about to head home for the day, you know, just do my regular chilling at home with the fam. But one thing I like about the job is that, you know, being like in a brick and mortar or any other type of job, you have to stay there, you have to go there, stationary, you know. People actually look forward to leaving, you know, work for lunchtime. But like doing this type of stuff, like being an independent carrier, which is exactly what this job is, being an independent carrier, you get to leave. You're not pressed on time, so you don't have to do anything, you know, on a certain time frame. What the job says is, you know, they're an 8 to 8 delivery service. So I mean, obviously, when 8 o'clock rolls around, you know, if you got extra boxes, you gotta go take them back to the warehouse and drop them off, or you know, stuff like that. But when you're done, and we're done at 1 today. So I mean, it's a good day. We only did 68, but the van actually holds about 109. I have done that. We've been doing this for about, I would say, 2-3 weeks. And it's really, it's actually a good business model. It's a good setup. I like what they're doing. They actually have other roles for people who have CDLs and, you know, bigger vehicles, like box trucks and stuff like that. But I will say, it's basically kind of like Amazon, but they have an app that, you know, you take pictures and do this and that. And like you can call the customer if they're not, you know, answering their door. So it's pretty cool. In the beginning, they had a couple hiccups with the app, which, I mean, this app is gonna have hiccups. You're gonna have to fix, you know, little bugs here and there. But that's the cool part about it. But overall, I would say this like kind of a freight industry, if you like in the warehouse and if you're being an independent carrier, it's really all about time, and it's about you know, basically the warehouse workers, like if they're sorting things out, if they don't have a good sorting, oh my god, what is going on, if there's nobody up there sorting the boxes correctly, and you don't have like the number, you know, of your routes, and they have your boxes mixed up, that's gonna push you back way further. And like there was some of that in the first beginning of it, but now that they got things going, me and Jaden actually found a routine that works perfectly for us. I believe personally, you can do it by yourself, but I believe personally it is better for you to be actually with somebody, like kind of what we're doing today, somebody driving and somebody hopping out. That way, when you are delivering 100 boxes plus, then you can switch, you know, I'll do 50 and he'll do 50, you know, and kind of do it vice versa. And also, sometimes the GPS tends to not work on certain people's phones, but then you got that backup person on the side of you right there, so you just throw in theirs and it works. So it's pros and cons to it all, pros and cons to any business. But definitely, if you guys are thinking about getting on something like this, I would definitely look on Indeed. You know, I would just Google independent courier businesses. They have mail couriers that you could do out of your car. They have medical, which you gotta, and all this stuff you gotta do a background check and, you know, saying drug screening. But it's pretty fun overall. So I'm glad I got to take you guys on this kind of little day. It's kind of a new little venture for me. I will be probably starting a business model based off of this, and I don't know, depending on how this goes, I might invest in a couple more vans and, you know, do it that way. They do have, you know, over the road van freight delivery, so like kind of like my van. So it'll just be, for example, over the road, I mean, like, you know, if it was going from St. Louis to Chicago, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much. So that's kind of the basic of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and hopefully you guys like this video, you know, share it to people who, you know, don't know about it, and then I'll see you guys on the next one.